Welcome back to the Void Compass. Whenever I put out a video on this channel, yes, there is a surface reason for doing so. There is a surface subject, there is a topic to be discussed, but underlying that, there is a frequency that I'm embodying, that I'm inviting you as the listener to match. Why? Because I'm always guiding you inward. I'm guiding you towards your soul. So today, the surface topic is need. And yet here I am still embodying the frequency of unconditional love that I want you to match. I want you to view need through the lens of unconditional love. Not just as a symptom based in the mind, but I want you to see it for what it actually is. I want you to understand it. I want you to feel into it, to sink beneath it, and then eventually be able to dissolve it. Now, need is very prevalent on this journey that we so often speak of on this channel. It is almost heightened. We find ourselves acting out in the most automatic manner out of that place of need. Make no mistake, it is a painful state to reside in. It is quite the opposite state that I would wish you to be in. I'm trying to guide you into a state of equanimity, balance, connection to soul, a deep love and reverence for yourself and your journey. And this is not just fancy words or platitudes. This is an actual, actionable state of being that you can reside in, that you can stay in every single day, the majority of your day. Yes, you will still interact in 3D, but you will do so from that balanced and rooted state. So let's analyze need. Where does need come from? Soul or mind? I'll give you a moment to think about that. Does need come from soul or mind? Does all desire come from soul or does it come from mind? The answer is, of course, it comes from mind. I've said this often on this channel, you cannot separate desire and pain. They are inextricably linked. For the reason that you desire said thing in such an intense way is that there is an equally intense pain that is pulling in the other direction. If you are right down the center line, your pain tugs you in this direction, and the resultant desire offshoots in exactly the same intensity and volume. You pull this way, desire is going to pull that way. Pain and desire. Can't separate the two. So need, which is a form of desire, is born out of pain. Pain is born of the mind. So if I'm trying to bring you back to the center point, would it not make sense to pull you deeper and deeper into soul? Why is it then that I advocate moving so deeply into your body? Is it not to surface, acknowledge, and deeply, unconditionally love the pain that resides there in your field? Why the body? Because that is where we can feel the energetic field. We cannot feel that when we're thinking up in mind. We have to move deep into the body, where this energy field is felt. And whatever is still contained within that field that is not congruent with that higher timeline you wish to embody, that highest version of you, that must be surfaced, acknowledged, and loved. I want to bring you to a place where you no longer feel the need for any experience. You can experience resonance with it. You can enjoy an experience, but you will not need it. That is the heart of liberation. For what power and strength is it to be able to traverse the world without needing something from it, without being attached to an outcome? To be fully immersed in whatever is currently happening in your present moment. To not be looking towards the future, hoping that an outcome that you have so desired, which was born out of a pain. To no longer need that, to become manifest, to perceive a feeling of joy and satisfaction, for that would be transient anyway. Joy, love, and equanimity are felt from within. They are not dependent on external circumstances. So in relation to this specific journey we so often speak of, I want you to get to the place where you can look at a photo of them, where you can think of them. And by the way, you will always think of them, for how could you not think of yourself? You will close your eyes and you will see their face, and you will close your eyes in a silent room and you will hear snippets of their voice. Your mind is attempting to understand and encapsulate this very odd experience, where this other being is contained within your energy field. Remember, you're the same soul. And the mind attempts to translate it as such, but doesn't have the words. So it sees them as separate. And if there is pain in your field, pain of longing, pain of abandonment, where do you think that desire is placed? What becomes the object of your desire that you long for? It feels this oneness, it feels this unity, it senses it, but it cannot fully feel it. It has an impression, and so it puts the desire onto that outside person, and you feel this pull towards them. You feel this need. And the voice says, I will not be complete until they are by my side. So if there is need, if there is desire, there is also pain. Tell me somebody's desires and I will be able to tell you their pains. Tell me someone's pains and I'll be able to tell you their desires. They are linked. Ask yourself, what is it that I need? Slow it down. Breathe deeply into your body when you ask yourself these questions. Do not rush through them. Don't rush through them. Your mind has labeled and tagged everything within your consciousness. If you rush, you will flip through the folders and the files without ever delving deep into the content that is held within. Like a secretary who's rushing through to meet some sort of deadline, slow it down and breathe. Feel into it. What is it that you truly desire? What is it that you are needing from your counterpart? Why do you need them to be next to you? What might come up when you ask yourself this question? You'll start off with words. Just want that company. Okay, sink deeper. What does that mean to you? I want to feel that closeness. Okay, good. Sink deeper. What does that mean to you? What does that feel like? I want to feel safe. I want to feel connected to love. I want somebody to love me. want someone to validate who I am and say that they love it. Good. Where is that born of? If not pain? Where is that born of, if not from the lack of receiving that from within? Whose role is it to provide this love? This endless reservoir of love that is there for you. Whose role is it to tap into that and provide that? Is it the external illusion that is taking its cue from you, since you're in your self-contained universe? Everything outside of you is a mirror reflection. Everywhere you look, every interaction you have. Do you reach into the external to find that love? Or is it within? It's very sobering. It's also a huge responsibility. And the mind shies away from it and says, if I could just have this person behave in this manner, I would not need. And that might work for a while with a soulmate, an entirely separate soul who can placate those needs for a while. But remember, this is not a soulmate. This is a one-to-one perfection reflection of where you are currently meeting your inner world. That is why you will never be able to approach them from a place of need, and they will never meet your needs. Listen to that again. You don't believe me today? Come back in a year from now. They will never meet your needs, for you will never be able to truly meet them in a state of need. For a state of need is a state of mind and not a state of soul. You see, so many who listen to this channel really start to wonder, does this gentleman even want me to be with my twin in the physical? And I have to reiterate it. Yes, I do. I absolutely do, if that's something that you truly want. But do I want you to need it? And feel that sense of elation when you finally get it? No, because I know that's a lie. I know that this is a journey into non-duality, into 0 point, into neutrality. That is the language of soul, the fullness of soul, where love constantly resides. You will never have your needs met by your twin. They will meet you in a place of soul and reflect the love that you have already given yourself, nothing more, nothing less. Again, you don't like what you're hearing or you don't believe me? I'll see you in a year. Bookmark this video. Do you see why I always guide you inward? I want you to have everything that your soul desires for you. I just don't want you to need anything around you. I want you to feel free. I want you to be able to sit alone in your room without any external stimulus and feel an immense sense of love, waves of love moving through your body. A fullness, a reverence for who you are, a true knowing that you are a soul temporarily having a physical experience. Yes, it's beautiful. It's expansive. And then I want you to take that energy and I want you to go out into the world and interact with the rest of it from that beautiful and unconditional state of being. I want you to be able to say the words, I need nothing from my twin. And not from resentment, not from pain. No. No, we've done that. Enough of that. I want you to be able to say it from a place of unconditional love. I want you to feel that unconditional love and be able to say that. I need nothing from my twin. They never need to show up for me or present in any which way. They don't have to meet any needs of mine. They don't have to stand next to me. They don't have to be in my physical presence for me to unconditionally love them. They don't have to change their personality or their behavior. Because my love is unconditional. For that is the same love that I extend to myself and readily feel within me at all times. And with that newfound capacity for unconditional love, yes, I can hold that unconditional space for my twin as well. Feel the freedom in that. You never have to mold or shape them or control the experience, because that is all born of mind. You do that and the illusion falls away. The importance of them falls away. And this isn't rejection. This is because you found that state of unconditional love within you. You've realized that this journey is so much more. You have an entire life ahead of you, a purpose to fulfill. There's so much depth, there's so much beauty to you. I see it when I speak to clients. I watch them as they speak to me. I look in their faces. I see their body language. I see the beauty that is there. And they could be saying the most harrowing things. And I just see them as beautiful. They're a beautiful soul actualizing in that moment. Peeling away layers, learning how to love every part of themselves, learning to go deeper. It's beautiful to witness. I want you to feel that way about yourself. I want you to see yourself the same way I see you when I read your comments, when I have you on a call with me. That same love, that same reverence. And I want you to be out of need. No more. Freedom. Love is already yours. It is what you are built of. You don't need anything in the external to bring that to you. It is already yours if you will but tap into it. If you will but move into the areas of your body that unlock that for you. And yes, pain will surface, for the need was not born out of a vacuum. The need was born out of pain. And that is your sacred duty to clear that and to love it and to switch on that light so that the darkness may scatter. Connect to that deep love that's already within you. If you need help with this, if you want a guide deep into your void, the void that resides within you, reach out to me. All the details are in the video description. I'm going to leave it there. But I will see you next time on The Void Compass with more.